Life was different, Joe.
What happened?
What happened? I don't know, bro. Fucking washed.
Is it recording right now? Oh, it's been recording. Oh man, I have not talked in front of camera for a while.
Hi, my name is Leslie Ramirez.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kieran Cassidy.
Hi, my name is Camden Saludo.
My name's Clifton Chaplin.
My name is Jeremy Garzon.
I'm a senior here at Roosevelt, studying exercise science and neuropsychology.
And I'm a senior at Roosevelt University studying psychology with a concentration in mental health and a minor in social justice studies.
I am a senior at Roosevelt University. I major in biology and I have a minor in environmental science.
And I am a senior acting major at Roosevelt.
I'm a senior here at Roosevelt, about to get my degree in IT.
When I committed to Roosevelt, I initially did not know much about esports. I knew that the program existed from that crossover with Robert Morris, but that's honestly about it until I got involved towards the end of my freshman year here on campus.
When I first committed to Roosevelt, I had been in contact with a previous esports director who told me how the program would be this fully fledged program that was built up and had coaches, existing teams, we'd be playing in these leagues and such. And so I was very excited about that prospect because I had only been a diamond mid laner who had ever only coached himself through high school esports. When I got to Roosevelt, that director had left the school. The program didn't exactly look the way I thought it would. I didn't really have a way to get in contact with people from the program prior to me joining. I felt kind of disillusioned with the whole thing. I thought, oh God, this is, what did I get myself into? And then I got in contact with Gabriel D'Imperio and John Lawal.
When I committed to Roosevelt, I knew nothing really about the esports program. What got me into it was my brother telling me about it. I went to find the team, and once I did, found out they had tournaments for Super Smash Bros. And from there, I joined the team to get better as a player.
When I first came to Roosevelt, I wasn't thinking of esports as an opportunity for me, but I met a couple of people who also enjoyed playing League, and Leswin was definitely a big part of it becoming an opportunity for me and being a viable option to put my time into.
I didn't even know the school had an esports program, but I saw a flyer eventually. I went to their Twitter and I found a Discord link and I asked about it. I asked if esports was a thing still, because it seemed to be pretty low-key, pretty low profile. And I asked in the Discord, and I actually had a pretty good amount of replies.
So when I got started here within the esports program, I initially just wanted to really be a club Call of Duty member.
And they told me basically, hey, we're trying to keep the program alive as best as we can. If you have anyone who you know would want to play League of Legends with you, get your 5 together and we'll sign you up for tournaments.
Throughout these years, I've had time to meet plenty of new players, also meet plenty of new students, build a lot of different friendships, and had huge opportunities with research, summer activities, even getting to travel with the esports team and go play at different schools, which was a great opportunity for me.
So throughout my time here on the Roosevelt Val team, I've played through many iterations of our roster. I played a few LANs, mostly with the old roster. One still to be played in the short future. But I've played a few LANs, and I've played a lot of online seasons, and I can say I've learned a lot from my time here at Roosevelt. I've met a lot of people during my time here at Roosevelt, a lot of friends that I still talk to today that I probably will be talking to for years to come. And it's crazy to think that if I didn't join Roosevelt Esports that I would not have spoken to a lot of people that I know now. I feel like life here at Roosevelt would have been a lot more exciting if I hadn't joined esports.
That year I learned a lot more about what being a competitive gamer is. I had never really been in a competitive environment at all, really, in terms of any kind of like sport, and learning how to be a part of a team and how to communicate, and just also having fun, you know, with all of these people was a really great experience for that first time that I had ever done anything like that.
I was intrigued, and after that I knew this was a place for me to kind of thrive and to take as much almost learning experience as I could from the situation. And that eventually led me into becoming more than just your traditional esports competitor. It led me into more of a leadership role, helping out with recruiting, helping out with LANs, spending a ton of time with John and Gabe, and that really developed my whole experience here in esports at Roosevelt.
Although it wasn't what I was promised from the start, it was a beginnings that would lead to me still being in love with esports over the next 4 years and onwards.
One of my best memories was the first summer I was here at the school. During that time, I was able to do a summer research program while also coming up to the esports room and getting to practice and become a better player. It was a slice of both worlds, doing the best of what I want to do. Research in a lab and actually getting to play video games too. And for me, it was just showing me what Roosevelt was about, being able to succeed at everything I wanted to do.
I felt the most growth from esports when, you know, we lost or we experienced like doubt in ourselves, you know, or like what we could do. I think it was more about, like, at the time, what can we do to feel more together, and like I really appreciated that time. I think that for me was really enlightening, and like the fact that I, you know, won't experience success all throughout my life. All of these people I adore and would love to stay in contact with, and I think that is genuinely beautiful.
Esports was something that tied that all together for me, where I got to interact with people that I never would have otherwise. You know, I get to talk to people from other universities across the country. I get to talk to my friends who, you know, we'll play a few competitive matches, but we'll also go grab a bite right before and then head to our study tables right after. And all these things sort of keep me in that ecosystem of collegiate, where it makes me feel happy to keep coming back. Being a student is what I love to be, because I personally love learning. And so having an avenue to continue to do that has always been amazing to have in my 4 years here at Roosevelt.
In comparison to where we were back at my freshman and sophomore year to now, there's only been exponential growth. I have a whole Call of Duty team that I compete with now, instead of just one person I played S&D wagers with on Tuesday and Thursday nights. I have a whole squad of 5 or 6 guys I talk to all week that help me get through school, life, and everything else, honestly. So I think that part of the program growing has been awesome. So I think being able to be involved in that process of this growing into something huge, when originally there was 10 or 12 of us that kind of hung out all the time together. Now there's 30 or 40 of us that are close, and we get to know on a better basis just based on being at Roosevelt and being interested in esports. So I think that's been a huge improvement and something super awesome. And finally, a big thank you to all of our esports staff working here at Roosevelt and our athletic administration for helping every bit of this program continue to exceed every year. We've seen a huge amount of growth since the time that I started here at Roosevelt, and it's only right that it continues in that process.
So as I'm wrapping up my last semester here at Roosevelt, I think my time at Roosevelt, definitely something I look back on with a big smile on my face. I had a lot of great experiences, a lot of great memories, a lot of great teammates that I shared those moments with. And I look back on it knowing that I wouldn't have had it any other way. I think it was a great time, and I'm honestly gonna miss being here at Roosevelt with the esports team, but you know what they say, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened.
Thought I was done?